A tough game out there. A point though for your efforts. How do you sum that up for us?
A game of missed opportunities, I think. I think that's fair to say. I don't think Paul would disagree with that either. I thought his team took part in quite an open game, a little bit too open in the second half for my liking. It's been a tough week for us in terms of results because we've missed big opportunities. To take 1 point out of 6, I feel frustrated, but I feel sorry for the players because I think their efforts deserve more. It's that last pass or shot or cross at the moment that's letting us down. I thought there were some big performances there. I thought Ethan Laird was fantastic. And Chris comes back after not playing for 2 or 3 weeks. The last time he played, he scored a wonderful goal. He comes in today, it's a wonderful goal again, a good team goal. And we're close to something clicking. And so there's a little bit of obviously frustration in my voice and in the air.
What do you feel about today's game when you reflect on it, will feel like a missed opportunity for you? Because there were a few moments there where QPR deserved to be in front.
Yeah, I suppose I just need to pick the bones out of the performance and say, was it a bad performance or was it bad execution in the last 18 yards? And I thought, if you get behind the team as much as we got behind, Rotherham are unbeaten in this season so far. So we've caused them a hell of a lot of problems today. I don't know if anyone's caused them more than what we did today. We got in fantastic areas. We're played at home. Our goalie's not had a save to make, and we've drawn 1-1. So it's frustrating. We had the ball. We kept probing. It was nice that Tyler and Chris played the minutes they did. I'm hoping from next week they're not restricted. They can just go hell for leather. You can see that we need to get them fit because I thought they played and they weren't playing at full force. The positives are that. Listen, it's a point in a crazy league. I've just looked at the other results coming in and the results are all over the place. I'm aware it's 1 win in 5, but the performances deserve a lot more in my opinion.
A contentious decision in the second half. Ethan Laird brought down inside the box. Referee waved away the penalty appeal. From your perspective, what did you view that decision as?
He said it was natural contact. That's the information he gave the fourth official. So I'll have to look at it back. I've not had time to see it. I've come straight in to do the various media, so I ain't had time to see it. What I would say is we missed 4 massive chances today. So if I'm waiting on a referee to give me the decision, I'll have to look at it back and I can comment on it afterwards. But we missed 4 massive opportunities today to go in front and go on and kill the game. We haven't taken them, and we're sat here with a point in a game where I felt it was harsh on us Tuesday, and I think it's even more harsh on us today.
Another positive can be considered, it's only 5 games in, plenty of time to make adjustments, change things. Is that a perspective you view it as at this point in the season, even though it is just 1 point from 5?
Yeah, when you're coming into a club where we're at financially, and 13 or 14 players leave, and 3 or 4 come in, and they've not been available, it's not going to, there is no super coaches out there. I ain't got a magic wand. You implement your ideas. They're slowed down by key players not being available, and I think as we get them back, I'm expecting us to go on a run of results. I'd like us to get stronger as the season goes on, naturally, and we just keep moving forward. Obviously, I'm a bit deflated right now because I think we gave a lot to the game and we're creating big opportunities. So therefore, the game plan's right because we're creating enough opportunities to win the game, and we should have scored more than 1 goal today, but I felt we should have scored more than 1 goal on Tuesday also.
It's early days for you obviously, but it seems to me the trick here is to get beyond this we had enough chances to have won it sort of thing, because I've heard many of your predecessors saying the same thing on a regular basis, with a lot of frustration involved, and I realised that finance and setup, it can maybe be, and it can only take you so far, but presumably you've got to get beyond that, haven't you?
100%. I've just said that to the boys in there. This week, we've came away from this week with 1 point from 2 home games, okay, and we're bitterly disappointed, but it was in our hands. It was in our hands. Both games were in our hands. Now, you're right, there's no pot of gold to go and buy a striker for 10 or 15 million that can be really decisive and score goals out of nothing. But we're creating chances. I didn't think today's ones were difficult chances either. I don't think there was anything particular. I thought the goal we scored was really difficult goal to score from what we did. we're maybe not gambling enough getting in the box, we're maybe not decisive enough, we're maybe a bit anxious on our last finish. You're right, I've got to find a solution to that, but it will be with these players, and it's a young changing room, so how I handle them and the way that I do the work is going to be very, very important, both to QPR, me and those players, all of us.
What is that process? Is that a case of just you just trusting the process, the chances are being created, so you leave it as it is, and those chances eventually will go in? Or do you feel you have to start looking at different combinations to see what sort of chances you are creating, and ensure that those chances are ones that whoever is entrusted to getting into the penalty area, you're confident that they will take them? Like, you create the right sort of chances for Lyndon or for Chris or for Tyler.
Yeah, I listened. Today was the first time Chris, Tyler and Ilias played together, and I thought they did some fantastic things together. You could see they're still fighting fitness. So let's give that a chance, because I think that will provide a lot for us. A lot of excitement. Young Taylor's got to join it. Luke Amos has got to join it as well. So we're not the sum of all parts at the moment. There's that fine balancing act when you're a manager, isn't there, between supporting, comforting, developing, and then making a decision that maybe he needs to come out to get a breather and someone else go in. I don't think I've had everyone available yet for the dial to really turn up. Today was the first look at it, and we've come off of a game, maybe 4 or 5 really big chances. What I think is they're really trying hard. They're really trying hard, and you can maybe feel a little bit of anxiousness on them, because you're thinking, well, we've got to score this chance, and then we don't, and then it's like, well, we've got to score this chance, and then what happens is we leave ourselves a bit open, and we could get caught at the other end. So we just got to be careful. Everything's got to be in balance. That's my job with the rest of the staff. But if we keep creating them, it's a saying in football, the goals will come. At the start of the season, we went to Blackburn, and I thought we played with the most control we've played this season. They never created a chance. So we took the handbrake off a little bit. We're creating chances, living a bit more dangerously, and at the moment we're not taking them. I just looked at the results coming today from the Championship. It's as balmy as ever at the moment, isn't it? It really is balmy at the moment. And it's important we get our act together and quickly in terms of taking our chances, because I think we're not going to create as many as we did today and Tuesday every week.
Mick, at the other end, something we saw today, we saw in a Blackpool game. I know you watched a lot of the games from last season. This habit of not clearing when it seems there to be cleared. I must be quite frustrated about that.
It was a poor goal to concede. We're on top in the game. We're having good chances. We look bright. They play a ball down the side. We don't defend it well. It leads to a corner, and we half clear it. Are people really putting their body on the line? It's something we're looking to improve. I think we've scored goals from set plays this season already, and we're conceding from them as well. It's like, we know when you play a team away from home that set plays and counter-attacks are a big no-no. Tuesday we lost to a counter-attack. Today we drew. It feels like a defeat. We drew to a set play. So, two things that when you're playing against a team away from home, that's what you've got to be aware of.
Any update on Luke Amos?
Maybe before the international break. I think the ones that are back now are the ones that are going to be back. The other guys need a bit more time.